Okay, we are here at the Bethlehem Rose Gardens, which is also a park just off 8th and West Broad Street, and it's a gorgeous spring day, almost frightening with Mayfair coming up.
Absolutely.
We're here with Sam Yoder, who is first off, he is an EMT. Paramedic. I apologize.
Former paramedic.
I do apologize for that.
Not a problem.
And also, now you are also public adjuster.
Yes.
What we're going to do is we're going to start with the public adjuster, because that is, there's two sides, and the public adjuster is something that up until that Whitehall Chamber of Commerce event, I didn't even know what one was. And
Well, not many people do. A public adjuster is an advocate for the policyholder when they have damage to their property. So we work for the policyholder, not the insurance company. So we can assist them when they have any damage, make sure the insurance company treats and pays them fairly. And we can also make sure that they know what's in their policy by giving them a free policy review.
okay, so like basically most people hear adjusters, it's like, I'm glad you pointed that out right away, because a lot of people probably think, oh, they work for the insurance company.
Exactly.
So
the insurance company does send out their own adjuster, but
Right.
they're employees of the insurance company. They're basically first priority is to minimize and protect the profits of the insurance company.
Right.
And they're an hourly employee and they're not licensed by the state. The next adjuster is an independent adjuster, which is basically when the insurance companies get overwhelmed with insurance claims, they contact insurance adjusters from around the country for catastrophes, and they bring them in also. They're basically a subcontractor for the insurance company, but they're employees of the insurance company. We're an outside group. We're licensed by the state. We have to take a state test. We're fingerprinted. We have background checks. We're bonded, and we're regulated by the Department of Insurance to make sure the insurance companies pay fairly.
Don't screw people over. In
Exactly.
plain English.
Well, yes. The insurance companies are business. They're not in it to pay out, even though they do pay, and people believe, oh, they've taken care of me. They're not paying everything. If you handle a claim on your own, you're leaving money on the table, or leaving money in the insurance company's accounts or pockets, if you will.
Okay. Now, before you get into how you decide to get into this, what areas do you handle? Pretty much everything, or is it just specific areas like home, auto?
We don't do auto.
Okay.
We'll do any residential, business, commercial, industrial property.
Okay.
So it has to be a fixed structure that's insured.
Okay.
We don't do health, auto, or life. Just the properties. So buildings, and that could be residential, commercial, any type of building or structure.
Okay. Now, how did you decide to? I mean, how did you move from?
Well, it's sort of a long story, but being in EMS 25 years.
Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you.
Honestly, thank you.
It was time to move on. I just wasn't enjoying it as much, and I needed a new venue. I found this, and I liken it to being a first responder with the insurance industry, because I'm still out and about helping people. I'm not doing it as far as injuries or sickness, but I'm helping when your property has an injury or an issue.
Well, you are helping people alleviate migraines, and headaches, so.
And we do try to take some of the burden off the policyholder by handling the claim for them.
Okay.
So we had some damage to our house, a storm chaser, if you will. All the door knockers come around going, oh, we can give you a free roof. Or,
Yeah.
Well, we'll take care of your deductible. Well, they're doing illegal practices. There's reputable roofers, and then there's those that are going around just door knocking. They're not allowed under law to do that. Only the policyholder, public adjuster, or lawyer can negotiate a claim for damage.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
So the roofers going around and knocking on doors. A lot of them are out of state, out of the area. They're using subcontractors. Once they do the work, are they even doing the work properly or using good materials? And then try to get the warranty work. You want to use reputable roofers, if something like that. If someone's knocking on your door, ask to see their public adjuster license, or ask them what they are. They can say, oh yes, we're licensed in the state, but they're not licensed as a public adjuster.
Okay.
And an unauthorized practice of public adjusting is against the law.
Okay. In other words, basically, even if they are legit, you know, like they would be legit, you know,
Absolutely.
hey, look, it always helps. Hey, look, can I see your, you know,
Mhm.
would you email me a copy of your license? Would you, you know, something like that?
Absolutely.
You know,
And public adjusters, we should have it right on us. I don't have it on me right now with the interview.
you're also
but-
not working.
Exactly. But we normally carry it with us, and we can show them our license right up front. It's a state license to be a public
Okay.
adjuster.
Okay, which is good that it is regulated
Oh,
by
absolutely.
the government.
Absolutely.
You know, so at least this way, if something goes wrong, people do have some legal recourse then versus,
Definitely.
you know, oh wow, I can fix your roof, and then find out that his only experience was
Yes.
he built a treehouse when he was a kid. You know,
Well, and we don't do any of the repairs.
right?
We fight the insurance company to make sure they maximize the settlement, but we don't do the repairs. The homeowner can do the repairs, or they can hire a contractor, whoever they want to do, whoever they want to do the repairs. The insurance company might suggest someone, but they don't have to use the insurance company's contractor, if you will.
And some people might feel like they have to.
They're feeling obligated, but they don't have to. They can
Okay.
use cousin Joe, who's a roofer. They can use the second cousin who does construction work.
Like your ABE roofing.
And anyone that they feel comfortable with doing that's reputable.
Yeah.
Can do whatever work to do the repairs. So we work to get them the money. The homeowner or the policyholder can do the
Okay.
repairs how they see fit.
Now I'm sure there is another side. You know, I'm not going to go into too much detail here, but I'm sure there is another side where even with the public adjusters, where you have people try to scam. Maybe not so much, but on occasion, I'm sure.
Every field has the bad apples.
Right.
So it's human nature. I can only go by my word.
Mhm.
I don't have a physical product.
No, I meant the people the homeowners and stuff. I'm sure there are.
Oh,
I'm talking about
insurance
from
fraud?
yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And that's why being trained, we try to weed out that, if you will. Damage has to make sense.
Mhm.
We can't go in and say, well, you know, the storm last week ripped off my roof. Well, we haven't had a storm for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, so we try to feel it out. We make sure that it makes sense to turn it into the insurance company to try to avoid the fraud, because one, I don't want to.
You don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to
I'm-
go to jail or a lawsuit.
I'm licensed, and I fought too hard to pass the test, so I don't want to jeopardize any of that. We do have forms to fill out that fall on the homeowner. That if we ask them, you know, have they filed any other claims, other insurance companies, so that's our legal recourse
Mhm.
if they are doing something fraudulent, and we can say, well, they signed this. This is what they told us.
Yeah.
This is only what we're going by, and if it turns out to be, you know, something else, then you know we'll back off. We'll drop the case, but that's what we have to go by, our form that they fill out.
Okay. And I'm sure there are people out there that, you know, on your side of it, you know, try to scam people also, like you're about
Like
to
I
say.
said, there's bad apples in every industry. Every industry.
Yeah.
But again, with Metro Public Adjustment, we're trained, we're professionals, and we work to make sure the clients take care.
And you can Google the company and look up its history and everything. And
Absolutely.
okay.
Now, are there bad reviews? Every company has some bad reviews.
Yeah.
Your favorite restaurant is going to have bad reviews.
The hotel I stay at gets bad reviews, not because of the hotel, but because of the people that stay there.
Absolutely. And are you going to avoid bad reviews? No. When are reviews written? When someone's pissed off, they get some information, they fire off a review, then they call the company, get straightened out. How do you retract that review? It's there in cyberspace. You're not going to retract it.
Yeah.
When calmer heads prevail, most of the time the bad reviews are worked out. Or
Yeah.
even like a restaurant, you have a bad incident at Red Lobster, you're pissed, you fire it off. Next they send you coupons for free meals.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm happy.
Yeah.
But you already fired off the bad review.
And chances are you forget, most review sites, you can go in and edit them, but chances are you forget to go in.
You know, no one's going to go back and change a review. They
Yeah.
got pissed off, so they sent it in. So like I said, every company has some bad reviews, but Sam Yoder is not in those reviews. The way I was raised is with honesty and integrity, and it's just those reviews aren't me.
I can believe that, because you and I go back a long time.
A couple years.
Needless to say, some stories about me I hope never get out. But is there okay? I always end each review with like, okay, just in case anybody would want to, become a public adjuster and want to learn more about information about it, think that, hey, this is a great way to help people out, and still, I can still make some money, and
Absolutely.
even for people like, damn, I could put the screws to the insurance company.
Well,
To a point, no, I'm not saying that's what you do, but you know how people think.
Yes, the insurance companies don't like us, so
Right.
if you don't like the insurance company and want to work in the field, you can get a hold of me, 610-442-8209.
Okay.
With-
And I'll put a link to your the
Okay,
Facebook page.
Absolutely, but being a public adjuster, we assist. Let's see, we can assist with any insurance company, any damage. Ideally, we want people to call us first, because if they don't have the proper coverage, or if they don't have a significant enough damage to trigger above their deductible, we can prevent them from turning in a claim, getting denied, and losing any.
So you can actually look at their insurance, you look
Absolutely.
at everything before something happens. This way, if if they don't have enough coverage, or or if they need to add something on, or maybe even if they have a little too much coverage or something like that, you could.
Yes, we can evaluate their policy before any damage occurs. That's a free service. Make sure that they understand what's covered in insurance, what their policy covers, because most people are underinsured. Even though they think they're covered, they get the policy, throw it in a drawer, they pay the bill every year, and they don't know it's covered. So we can go out as a free service, go over that with them, teach what we do, explain what's covered in the insurance policy, and then when they have damage, they know to call us.
Mm-hmm.
We can get involved in the claim at any point of the process. So even if they've been paid out by the insurance company, we can reopen a claim up to a year from the date of loss to make sure that they were paid properly.
Okay.
Again, ideally, we want them to call us first.
Right.
So sort of, we're not lawyers, but we can prepare a case like a lawyer. If we can get involved first, we can prepare everything and avoid any bad words.
Okay.
Bad words being, my basement's flooded. Oh, I'm sorry, sir, Mr. Insured, you don't have flood insurance, you don't have coverage.
Right.
Well, any discharge in the house isn't a flood. A flood is a big body of water invading the area. Accidental discharge of water is the proper language. So we can avoid those bad words being said to the insurance company, denying claims or minimizing claims. So if we get involved first, we can prepare it, present it to the insurance company in their language before any bad words were interpreted, and that's how we can maximize their settlement. Even if someone's been denied, they might actually have coverage. We can review the claim, again, up to a year date of loss.
Okay.
So it's a tremendous service. Not many people know about us.
Yeah, well, I didn't, you actually caught my attention when you explained it to me at that Chamber of Commerce event. I was like, you know what? Yeah.
Exactly.
This is definitely so basically, you don't have to fear or freak out when you go up against if you need an insurance company.
We're there as your support to go against the insurance company. Again, the insurance company doesn't want us to use insurance because they want to protect their profits. We're brainwashed with the commercials not to use them. But if you have health insurance and you broke your arm, you're going to use your health insurance.
Right.
Well, if your house suffers a loss, is damaged, you want to use your insurance to get it back to where it was before. So it's, again, a year and a half ago I didn't know what it was. And what I've learned in the past year, it's an amazing position. We can help people. We're licensed, and we can educate them.
Okay, well, thank you very much for your time in part one, and hopefully you enjoyed it.
Absolutely, thank you.